Hello and welcome to another episode with the Autistic Angler. A couple of days ago when I was fishing, I had some rag left over. It wasn't enough to give to anybody to fish with, not that there was anybody there, and I knew I couldn't fish for a couple of days. So I thought I'd try this salted process. So all I did, I had some just normal salt and I put them in one of those pasta pots. I filled it up over the top of the ragworms, and as you can see, it's cracked a little bit. So let's tip it out and have a look then. So that's all the worms out. The salt is really quite damp now. So let's... Yes, I've read that the worms should be leathery. They certainly feel quite tough now. I even put little bits in as well. Pretty obviously they've shrunk in size as well, because some of these were still quite large. So this will be quite good if I can actually catch something on the salted worms. Ragworm specifically, because ragworm don't freeze down. Although I've seen Totally Awesome Fishing, he's frozen some down. He said they turn to mush. So there you go. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and a half, 10, 11, 12. We've got 14 worms there. What I'm going to do is go down to Old Portsmouth and see if I can get a wrasse or two. It's just about 2 hours before high tide, so by the time I get down there, I don't know if they'll still be feeding, but it's a bit later than I wanted it to be, but can't do anything about that. So I'll see you down there. So I went down to the shed to get my bike, and I realised I forgot to get anything to tie my rod on. So I was having a chat with my cleaner, and he said try this, and he pulled out a bit of his mop. I love thinking outside the box. So the first rod I pulled out today was the Shimano Vengeance 8X 300H, whatever that means. And I've got a Shimano Nexo 400 reeled on it. So I'm fishing with one of my boom rigs, with one of my 2 ounce weights. So let's try some of this rag then. Okay, that's lovely and tough. That's really tough. Like they said, very leathery. And I think that's the way it's meant to be. So this is looking good. Just got to see if I can actually catch something on it now. So there we go, we've got one worm shared between two hooks. and I'll chuck it. I'll chuck it halfway down there between the post, and it's out there. It actually went a little bit further than I was planning on, but for the moment it's fishing. Just going to see if I can get a bite on it. There's a lovely big yacht over there tied up by the spinnaker tower. Oh, you can't see it now. So the tide's still got a way to come in. Oh look, I don't know if you can see those. There's some little fish just in the water there, hundreds of them. Little fry of something or other. So that's good, it means it's lovely and clear then. There's not many people here on the point. There's one chap there. He's spinning, so I guess he's after the bass. It's actually warming up a bit as well. I did hear that they've had some mackerel here recently, but I haven't bought any feathers. All I've got is my boom rigs. The inevitable cormorant is in the harbour. Over there. He's gone down for the moment. So I just spoke to that chap that's fishing over there. He's lure fishing with a little fish minnow. He's just waiting for the tide to go out. And on that matter, it's midday. It's 1:30 high tide, so we've got an hour and a half to slack water then. So I would have thought if I was going to get a bite, I should get one. And like I've done before, I'll give it a few minutes and then I'll start moving the bait around to different areas. See if we can get a bite. I know some people have caught on salted ragworm. I've never tried it. This stuff is really tough, so if anything tries to get off the hook, it should have difficulty. So far all I found out was that the crabs like the salted ragworm. I'm starting to try different places, so hopefully I can find one. I'll keep trying and see what happens. There you go. See if we get another one. Little tap then, and again. So all we need now is for something to commit to. There you go. That's looking a bit better. So at least we're getting bites now. Just going to move it a little bit. There we go. Just move it a touch, see if we can entice them to have a better bite on it. But that's encouraging anyway. Suppose I better check, see if there's any worms left. I'm not going to leave you on top of the bin though, because there is a bit of a wind and you might get blown off. I could leave you on this here. Well, will you look at that? Lump of seaweed and a fish. There you go, lovely little ballon. The salted rag won't work because I've had a fish on it. So I threaded that bit back on and we'll see if we can catch another one. And I'm getting more bites. Yeah, it's difficult to see the rod tip there, I think. Let's move you up there. See if you can see those. Definitely something having a nibble on it. Well, something else is having a go at the bait.
Attention, please.
There you go, you can see that.
Attention, please. Please leave the building immediately. Please leave the building immediately by the nearest exit. Do not use the lift.
Hello, don't know what's going on over there.
Attention, please. Please leave the building immediately. Please leave the building immediately by the nearest exit.
Yep, evacuation in Gunwharf. Considering it's an evacuation, there's not a lot of people scurrying around. So that was a big nothing, it was probably just a crab. So I've chucked it back out again. The alarm over at Gunwharf seemed to be nothing, there's still people there, so they didn't say it was a practice, but the birds are working up there. Somebody said the mackerel were in. Yeah, there's loads of birds working. Another wind turbine going up to be shipped out. I think I've told you before, they're made on the Isle of Wight. I just had a good bite. I don't think he's on. No. Right. Yeah, look at the bottom hook. He smooshed it. Yeah, I better check the bite again. No, largely untouched, so have another go. Chucked that one out a little bit further. Another big launch coming in. Looks like he's coming into Gunwharf as well. Wouldn't mind going fishing on him. Yeah, they've both got weird names. That one's called the Albula, that one's called the Amala, so I guess they're probably related. And another one. This one's about the same size, isn't he? Another ballon. Gratefully received. So there you go then, it's not a fluke. Salted ragworm do work. I'll do this again then. I'd heard of it before, but I didn't know if it actually worked. And as this is my first time I've actually tried it, and it's been successful, I'm quite pleased. Is it just me, or does anybody else enjoy fishing for wrasse then? I guess it all depends what you want out of fishing. Me, I just love fishing, love catching anything. Birds are going crazy. All good stuff. Summer's here, just about. And this one feels a bit bigger. Let's hope I can get him in. He is a bit bigger as well. Corkwing. Oh, I love the colours of these things. Beautiful. Lots of lovely blues and greens. Probably turquoise. So that's good then. 3 fish. Got some old ragworm that I was given that I didn't use up. Chuck some salt on them, come back to them and catch fish on them. Gotta love it. You gonna talk to me? So it's gone high tide, and surprisingly enough I've hooked up again, and I'll show you in a minute. Hang on. No, it's a wrasse. A little corkwing, look. You can see because it's got a black spot on its tail. Well, I'll bring it over. Hang on.
Big enough to eat though. Look. There you go. Look. Oh, look.
There you go. I don't know if you'll be able to see because it's a small one. Can you see his teeth? Oh, just there, under his top lip. Look at those teeth.
Oh, they're like yours.
Right?
Yeah.
Right, I don't know if you'll see this going in. Straight down into the weed. So,
as you can see, I've got some 1970s gear.
Managed to get myself another wrasse, and it's a corkwing. But this one hasn't got any blues on it, or turquoise, look, it's got a little spot.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
Beautiful little fish. So, that's the last cast in the water now. Sun's come out, it's turned out to be a lovely afternoon. So that was a bit of fun then. So that sort of proved it. Salting the ragworm does work. I don't know if it will work in any other situations, but it certainly works for the wrasse anyway. So I'll definitely do it again if I got any other ragworms left, and I might try it in other situations just to see if it works. So for now, that's me done.